The Wayward Realms is a game that aims to bring the old-school design philosophies of classic RPGs together, with the latest technology and quality of life improvements, courtesy of Unreal Engine 5. We have already talked briefly about what the game is about, how it started, the history of its development team, Once Lost Games, and its connection to the Elder Scrolls games. In this video, we will talk about the gameplay features that we can expect, and the ones they have mentioned on their website. Subscribe to the channel and let's begin. The quests. It seems that unlike other modern RPGs, there is no traditional main quest. Players have complete freedom to choose their own path, join factions that make sense for their character, and shape every quest line they encounter. While there's no central storyline, there are faction quest lines and dynamic world events that players can influence. These world events unfold independently of player actions, but offer the opportunity to shape the future of the archipelago, should the player choose to interact with them. Let me know what you think about this approach. There have been many open-world RPGs where I completely ignore the main quest and roam around, but getting rid of it completely is definitely a bold move in this day and age. Now we come to the most important part of RPGs, character customizations. No RPG can claim to be great if they do not feature good character customization. The Wayward Realms will feature 8 unique playable races: humans, elves, dwarves, orcs, ogres, goblins, Cambion, and Fae. Players will be able to customize their character's features, as well as pick from various skills and advantages/disadvantages to define their character's playstyle. Maybe they will add more options as they go on. Maybe these options will be enough. But to me, the more options, the better. There are also classes, and it is confirmed that while there are several preset classes for players to choose from, this does not limit the player to any specific equipment or skills. Players have total freedom to grow and define their character, regarding the classes and their details. More information are expected to come out in the coming days. Players will also have their pick of over 30 skills affecting 8 attributes used to craft and grow their characters. As players level their skills by use, the corresponding attributes will rise automatically, putting great importance on your character's actions. A good adventure needs a good combat system. No one wants a clunky mess. The Wayward Realms will offer both traditional click-to-attack combat, like the ones we have now in modern action-adventure games, as well as a Daggerfall-inspired precision mode, where players can swing their mouse in directional combat, with the ability to switch between the two on the fly. It seems that the game will also feature a magic system. They promise to offer much in the ways of magic, from tried-and-true legends of the genre, such as invisibility and necromancy, to more exotic kinds, such as seeing the world through an NPC's eyes, which is pretty cool, or entrapping enemies within stone. And if you are a mage, you will need spells, of course. The Wayward Realms promises to offer over 50 unique spell effects to toy around with in the spell creation system. Yes, there will be a spell creation system. I just hope it'll be good. Spells can be expressed in many forms, from simple projectiles and explosions to magical waves and walls to hinder foes. Players may specialize their spells as they see fit. I am more of a shield and sword guy, but a good magic system is always welcome, if they deliver one. Weapons and armors are a huge part of role-playing. You can't just run around in heavy iron armor if you are a thief. First of all, you will get caught. Secondly, it will look stupid. From what I've read, the game will feature more historical approaches to armor and weapons, with a slight fantastical flair. It will have a broad range of choices inspired by the late 15th, early 16th centuries for players to choose from, including the highly requested pole arms. Furthermore, all weapons will come in 3 material types, with their own strengths and weaknesses, so players can choose an arsenal that best suits their playstyle and character build. Relationships are a big deal in RPGs too, just like real life. I wouldn't know. From BioWare's Dragon Age Origins to Baldur's Gate 3, we have seen how a well-crafted relationship system can offer so much more emotion to your journey. In Wayward Realms, during a player's travels throughout the archipelago, which is the setting of the game, they will meet many interesting people with whom to forge a lasting friendship or perhaps something deeper. Each NPC player interacts with will be saved by the virtual game master, which is another dynamic feature we have talked in detail about. I will link the videos. This means that any NPC has the potential to become an important character. The VGM can use them later down the line to push new quests and storylines towards the player character. If they pull this off, it will be so exciting to build and destroy relationships, to see the outcomes and how it affects your journey. The total size of the archipelago, not including water, is roughly 521,000 kilometers squared. It features thousands of procedurally generated cities, dungeons, towns, and points of interest scattered between, allowing for adventures and exploration of epic proportions, not seen in any other game. This system concerns me some. While I am excited for a game like this, we have seen the disasters before. I'm curious about how they hope to pull off a living, breathing world with procedural generation that's that big. Another feature that is a little concerning is the promise of a mass crowd system. The Wayward Realms will use a mass AI system to display thousands of NPCs on screen at any given moment. To accomplish this, the crowd will be treated as a single entity. However, as the player approaches an individual NPC, they are outfitted with a background, occupation, and routine, meaning players may follow them around and see their daily life play out. I'm not sure how this will look like, but fingers crossed. One game feature that really excites me, though, with the setting being an archipelago, ships and boats will play a huge role in the game. Ships may be hired by players to travel from island to island or purchased outright to sail freely across the sea. Vessels come in various shapes and sizes, offering players a way to travel and even a place to call home, depending on the type of ship. Unlawful players may also steal a ship for themselves, though that will of course come with consequences. I haven't heard much about ship combat at this time. It will be a wasted opportunity if they do not incorporate it in some shape or form. Players will also have the option to purchase a mount to aid in their travels. Players can also purchase a pack animal to help carry loot and equipment. Apart from the animals themselves, players will be able to upgrade saddlebags and purchase saddles and even armor for their trusty steeds. A player in the Wayward Realms is only as good as their reputation, which will be affected by their factions and their actions, and crimes they commit. We've seen in games like New Vegas and Red Dead Redemption 2 how a good reputation system elevates a game. Joining a faction will attract allies and enemies. The player's reputation with these groups will shift further as they rise through the ranks. Should the player find themselves on the opposite side of the law, they may be arrested and put on trial. They might sweet-talk their way out or do hard time, or try to escape from prison and live on the run. It looks like the reputation system will allow ample opportunity to roleplay. Wayward Realms looks like a game that has the potential to be the next big thing in open-world RPGs. As with any Kickstarter, read the documents before you pledge. I will leave the Kickstarter link in the description.